In this video, you will learn how to insert an image from the internet into your Weebly website. So the first thing I need to think about is what websites can I use to find images? So we know our big four are CC Search or Creative Commons, Pixabay, Flickr, and Google Advanced Image Search. Now if I use Google Advanced Image Search, I need to filter for images that are free to use or share. Flickr, I need to make sure I check the rights to see if I have permission to use the image that I choose. And for Pixabay, I can use any image that I find on Pixabay because all images are free to use. So I come to the internet, I put in CC Search, I click on the link to take me to their website, and I want to find an image for my bio. In my bio, I talk about volleyball. So I'm going to use volleyball and I'm going to click on Flickr because I'm going to use Flickr's database. Now I see all of the images that pop up as possibilities for me to use. And I'm looking for something that I really like. So let's say I decide to use this image. Now if I scroll down, I can see who took this photo, Dan Morgan, when it was taken on October 8th, 2009. And if I click on Some Rights Reserved, I can check the permissions to see if I'm allowed to use it. And I am, because it says you are free to share and I'm free to adapt. So that means I'm allowed to use this image. Awesome. So I can come back to my image. In order to download it, I would hit the download button, which is the down arrow with the line underneath it. Choose the original size. And you can see the image downloaded on my footer of my internet web browser. Now I come back to my Weebly website and I'm going to use the image button on the left hand side and drag it into my Weebly website. Now I have two options for how I drag in my image. I can either put it in a column so that the blue line shows up next to my text box and it'll drop next to it, but the text will not wrap around it. Or I can drop it inside of my text box. So if I hover over my text box with the image button, you'll see this blue box that pops up, which means that the text is going to wrap around it. So I'm going to drop it in. If your text disappears, you'll just have to re-add it from your Google Doc. Not a big deal. Let's do that. Okay, so now in order to add in my image, I would click on Upload Image and choose Upload a Photo from your computer. It should be in your download section, the first image, and hit open. And it pops up. Now you can see my image is a little big for my text, right? So I'm going to resize it. So if I hover over the image, on the bottom right hand corner is this little blue box. I can click and drag it up. That resizes my image. I'm probably going to do a little bit more. Awesome. So now you can see how my text wraps around my image. Now I have to do two more things. I need to cite my image, and I also need to add the link. So I'm going to click on my image, and I'm going to choose link, and I'm going to pick website URL. I'm going to come back to Flickr, copy the URL, Command C, and then come back to Weebly. Click my mouse on the Insight URL box, Command V to paste, and I want to leave it opening in a new window. I come back. The other thing that I need to do is caption. So I'm going to click on the caption box, and I'm going to type photo taken by, double check the photographer's name, Dan Morgan. The date was October 8th, 2009. So I'm going to write by Dan Morgan on 10/8/09. Now, if there was no author, I could also, and no date, I could also write photo taken from Flickr, okay, or from Pixabay, or from Google Advanced Image Search, whatever it is that you find. But I only need the one caption. I have all my information, so I can take the other one out. And if I click off my image, you can see now that the photo taken by Dan Morgan pops up right underneath. If I hit my publish button and I go to look at my website, If I scroll down to where I added my image, if I click on it, it's going to take me to the website for Flickr where I have my image saved. And that's how you know you were successful.